Okay, there is hope that you can actually change, and this can be better for both of you. Now, I just said that there's hope. There is hope, but it is work. If someone has a sexual addiction, they're going to have to arrest that, because as long as they keep using pornography, P.I.E.D is probably going to stay in their life, because you are competing against two sexualities. All right, to heal, you have to join the relational sexuality consistently, okay? And I'm going to talk about that, what you need to do. So, sir, you want to write these 3 tips down, and you want to practice them even if they're uncomfortable up front. Because what I'm going to teach you to do right now for free is to attach to her. So when you're having sex, I want you to follow these 3 simple principles, all right? And there's more to learn, but I'll get in that in a second. Number 1, eyes open. You have to look at her when you're being sexual, because when you close your eyes, you are really going to go to the other world. And ma'am, if he's not looking at you, the chances of him attaching to something other than you and use your body is really high. And that will feel very alone to you, and you will not enjoy that. That's actually negative reinforcement of you not to enjoy sex. Eyes open, you can see that he's present with you. Even if he's struggling, he's going to look at you. Number 2, talk. Speak to each other. You need to talk to your wife or your partner. Tell her she's amazing. Tell her that she's beautiful. Tell her that she fulfills you. Tell her that she's satisfying. And I'm going to give you exactly what you can say in a few minutes, or at least learn what to say to her before, during, and after sex based on her sexual expression. There's 5 sexual expressions. I have a book called Upgrade Your Sex Life. I'll talk about it in a second. And you can learn how to speak to her in her own heart's language so that the sexual encounter is so fulfilling for her. And she can learn yours, because part of it is you've created this kind of psychological template, and you are actually designed sexually in a certain way. And if she can figure out what it is you want to hear, and I'm not talking about dirty talk, what you really want to hear in your heart during sex, it can blow you out sexually. It's so fantastic. But make sure you have lights on. Now, it doesn't have to be theatrical lighting like I have here. A simple candle, but enough to see each other. So eyes open, lights on, nurturing conversation. Those 3 tips can move you away from P.I.E.D. Now, how long does it take to recover? Well, there's a lot of factors in there. If they're in recovery from sexual addiction, that's a big thing. If they're not, it's going to take forever. If the porn has stopped being used, okay? Consistently being relationally sexual with your spouse is another factor. If you've actually created anxiety, you may actually have to get treated for that as well. So there are some factors that can prolong this process. The fantastic thing about the human body and soul and spirit is we're completely neuroplastic. So you've created this template. And I do have a DVD on sexual templates. It's really worth watching if you struggle with P.I.E.D. Now, another thing I'm going to talk to you about, this is a book called Upgrade Your Sex Life. Now, if you're a couple, this will transform your sex life very powerfully and positively. I teach you the 5 sexual expressions. I teach you how to negotiate sexuality, teach you how to really understand each other sexually. This is a huge step in the process of making changes to move away from P.I.E.D. Okay, so before you get into trying all these bizarre medicines and supplements, try attachment. Because once you can attach relationally to her, you're going to make huge progress. Okay? And so I encourage you to take steps in this direction to help you with P.I.E.D. Now, there's not a lot of research on this because it's kind of a new thing. All right? Kids growing up with cell phones and kids growing up literally with porn in their pocket is a new thing. P.I.E.D. is one of the huge impacts that's going to be going on for the next generations. Because if we continue to take our sexuality and attach it to objects instead of people, and without commitments, without understanding, without nurturing, without support of the whole being sexually, we're going to continue to create detached sexuality, which one of the symptoms is P.I.E.D. So please, get the books, get the video, get some help, get some starting. Now, if you've yet to subscribe to our channel, I really want you to take a second, click that button. And if you have a question about this, please write it Whether you're the man dealing with this, or whether you're the lady who's dealing with the man who you feel is, not into you. He could be totally into you, but has nothing to do with his sexual conditioning he did 10 years before he met you or 15 years before he met you. So please walk through this journey. And if you need help, give us a call at 719-278-3708 and see if we can be of help to you.